Hello, it's Jeff for Budget PTCG here, and putting out a video just to let people like myself that are still using PTCGO and are largely free to play people, it's now time to use your tickets and play the events. All right, it's under the play area, under events, is where you get to the different types of events. You can play theme decks, standard, or expanded. The reason for why now you want to do it is the rewards are at the optimum are at the best time right now. Normally, first place, say this is an expanded. The rewards would be if you win it, you get 6 Brilliant Stars packs or whatever the newest set is, and then 3 older packs. What happens now in the first week or so of a new set being available online is that all of the packs given out are the newest packs, Brilliant Stars in the case right now. And the reason that's important is it's these packs that you win in tournaments, the events, online events, I should say, are tradable. Ones you buy in the store online are trade locked, but ones you win here are tradable. And the newest packs are the general currency. So therefore, winning all packs of Brilliant Stars, the newest type, is very significant. So it is the time you want to use your tickets. Hopefully, you've been saving them up coming to the events. If you're a newer player or not sure what to play, you can jump into themed. The cost for themed is 4 tickets versus standard and expanded are 8 tickets. But then the rewards are half as much. It costs half as much to get in, but the first place person gets 3 packs instead of 6 packs. What I have is I have a expanded deck, which I'm going to jump in and play now, and it's a so anyway, what happens is, well, first when you want to play, you click on the type you want to play. You might check the rewards. It'll be with Brilliant Stars only rewards the next week or so. Anyway, you want to make sure that's still the case. Then you click the Join Now button. You pick your deck. I'm expanded. I have a Mad Party deck that I put together that's pretty successful in these events. So I'm going to click Join. You click Join. Then you go into a queue. Hopefully it doesn't take too long while we sit here. Usually it's just a few minutes. Sometimes if it's a slow period, it can take a little bit longer. But there's usually a decent number of people wanting to do these expanded events. And in the events, I would say the level of skill and the level of decks you're going against is actually a little lower than on the versus ladder. So in expanded, it's there's a lot of really strong decks. The decks aren't quite as strong in the tournaments, which is why I like expanded. And also on the versus ladder, there's a lot of donk decks, people that just want to win turn one and quit after. It's not very fun to play against. But you don't see donk decks very often in these events. So anyway, so now it took, less than a minute, I think. And I've got my opponent calling the coin toss. I always call heads. I win the toss, so I want to go second. Unlike standard with this Mad Party deck, most standard decks want to go first these days, but Mad Party, you want to attack turn one, so you want to go second. Plus, with Versus Seeker and stuff, you have access to your supporters in a better way. And boom, that was quick. I don't know maybe I don't know why they quit. Even with a bad matchup, I would say you keep playing. So anyway, that's the first game. I'll just let you know. Well, let's see back. I'm probably the first game finished. I have to wait up to 24 minutes. So I'm going to stop the video shortly because you don't need to see me sitting here doing nothing. So, but what happens is, so you're paired up. Each event is 8 people. You're paired up, and so you move on in brackets. So now at this point, I won 1 game. So I will be at least third or fourth. So I'm guaranteed at least 2 packs of Brilliant Stars and 100 tokens. So that's pretty good. And again, those packs will be tradable, which is very important. If you haven't done the events before, you have the game timer is half as long as a regular game of the versus ladder, I believe. You have 12 and a half minutes. Each player has 12 and a half minutes to play the game. The turn timer for each of your actions, I believe, is the same, but you have less total time. That's usually not a problem. But sometimes if it's a long game, you do need to be careful and be aware of that. I know when I was playing these events early on, I was still slow in my decision making, and then you can get yourself into a rush later on, which wasn't good, particularly if you're playing a more defensive deck. that tends towards slower games. Be aware not to drag things out too much, but usually it's not a problem. The reason for, I think, the shorter timer is so you're not sitting as long in between. Now, the second person is done. I have to, the other two more people have to finish. Even if my opponent in the pair that I'm going to draw against, even if they finish next, the next round doesn't start till all four people are ready to go. So I'm just gonna. So at that point, I'm going to end the video here. But now's the time you want to jump in the events and take advantage of the rewards, being all Brilliant Stars packs. Whenever a new set drops for the first week or so, you want to really take advantage of it. That's the way to grow your grow your deck. You want to use your coins, buy packs, and play events to get tradable packs so then you can get those cards that you really want. Take care.